Here's Roger dressed up as a stereotypical Jewish lawyer.
Don't worry, kid, I'll win this for you. We'll get your foreskin, all right?
And here's Roger pretending to be a mentally disabled kid.
Hard to understand.
I want to drive the truck.
Yikes! Roger Smith has tried on over 300 outfits across the 20 years American Dad has been on the air, but which of them has been his most offensive? Well, today I'm going to be going through all of them to find out, from the ones that'll upset your grandma to clothes so offensive that entire countries canceled the show. Starting with the time Roger became a welfare queen. And as luck would have it, it's also from the episode where Stan is sick of people getting government handouts.
Damn it! This country's gone to hell since the Democrats took over. They just throw money at anyone who asks for help.
I know. It's wonderful.
Well, there's certainly more kids where that came from for Fantasia, and she's about to earn a pretty penny for them.
Don't you worry, babies. Mama's gonna get some food stamps so you can get the milk duds you need.
But does Fantasia spend the money on her kids? Nope. Roger spends the money on booze.
The system works. I need to be over there. I'm gonna keep swinging my baby lasso till I catch me a man.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear how hard Roger's playing up to the minority welfare queen stereotype here. He's using his babies as a lasso, for goodness sake. And I know that the very nature of having disguises is that they come in all shapes and sizes, but some of them just did not need to exist, man. Like, who told him this would be a good idea? Oh, Steve did. And by the way, this is his first ever outfit.
By the way, great call on this Rasta disguise, Steve. I'm ganja, wear it all the time.
Basically, Steve needed help because a girl he likes has asked him to go on a double date, and he doesn't have anyone he can really trust to go with him. So he's asked Roger to tag along in that getup, but Roger hasn't seen who he's supposed to be dating yet.
And this is Jewel.
Your date.
Oh God, I'm out.
Yeah, I might have run for the hills if I saw that one to date me. I wouldn't blame Roger if he was having second thoughts.
Steve, you're making me crazy. Sorry, I've had that one loaded up all night.
That doesn't exactly sound like a man who's not willing to help out, though, so Steve and Roger crack on with their double date.
Uncomfortable.
Get a room, you two.
Maybe we should lead by example.
Or we could just go back to your place and make out.
Looks like it's going pretty well, too. For one of them, anyway. When they get back home with the girls, Roger's about to hit first base, and Jewel starts to see through his disguise.
Pretty you make people look by contrast. That's a gift.
Gotcha. Oh my God, you're an alien!
Hey, I mean, in all fairness, Roger said the same thing when he saw you for the first time, Jewel. Wait, that's a bit mean. But the truth hurts sometimes, and you know what hurts even more than the truth? A cold steel pen to the back of your noggin.
Roger is an alien.
Roger! She was all over me and my wig fell off and we'd be in big trouble.
Seeing an alien is bound to freak anyone out, and they could hardly let the girls get away with that info, so they end up calling Stan to use CIA tech to wipe their memories of the whole thing.
A little bit longer, and their last 24 hours will be completely forgotten.
Oh, thank God.
You are not off the hook, mister. I am deeply disappointed in you.
Dad, I was with this one.
Oh, well, outstanding.
Believe me when I say Roger's Rasta outfit is actually on the tame side. But hey, you can at least say it wasn't even his idea, unlike this next one. Roger isn't the most culturally sensitive alien, I think that much is already clear, but here are a few examples anyway. There's the time he started dressing up as Sensei to help Steve with his martial arts.
Sensei Tom. Did you know he lives in his dojo?
Well, you technically live in yours.
Lesson 2.
I know the look is heavily inspired by Quentin Tarantino's My Pay, but that character itself is a total racial caricature that was based on old Kung Fu movies. There's even a chopstick running through Roger's wig, for crying out loud. Will he at least train Steve up for his match with Snot?
Destroy him!
I'm gonna say a big fat no for that one. Who knew that just putting on a stupid outfit isn't gonna turn you into an elite fight trainer? It's not just Asian cultures that Roger caricatures either. What about the time he dressed up as a Native American to annoy Stan?
He took my hair!
He took my land.
Leave him alone, honey. You took his land.
And then you've got the time Roger dressed up as the Mexican and stumbles home after drinking a barrel load of tequila.
What?
He really nailed that look, didn't he? Actually, there's one more outfit from that episode I'd like to show you guys.
Now, if you will excuse me, I am late for my daughter's arranged wedding. She will learn to love him.
You get the idea. Roger loves cycling through all sorts of cultures and uses them for cheap laughs or because he himself finds it funny. But the next offensive outfit we'll be taking a look at is used for far more than just a few laughs. We know that Roger often uses his outfits as a part of something bigger than trying to look human, which is exactly the case when he puts together the persona of Laura Vanderbubin. Basically, he saw that a certain company was sold of a worker and had to pay $1 million. And Roger wants a cut of that change for himself, so he made a female persona for the express intent of getting harassed and or assaulted, whichever one works, really.
Laura Vanderbubin's the name, and I just joined your workforce. Yourself on me. What? Who said that?
I don't know if it's the fact that no more predators are employed at the company or no one really wants a 3-foot stocky alien in a wig, but he's getting no bites on his bait.
Want to show me the ropes and perhaps misinterpret my friendliness?
Seeing as Roger's having no luck with the old harassment stuff, he figures if he can't find anyone to harass or assault Laura, then maybe he can just do it himself.
Name's Luke Fondelberg. Just started today. Any hot pieces of tail around this office that like a good groping?
You gotta admit, it might be sick and twisted, but it is kinda clever. Now, we've seen this dude switch between outfits in a flash before, but to pull this off, he's gonna have to be lightning quick.
Manager guy, Luke actually harassed me. It was horrible. He wouldn't stop. I deserve money.
So how the hell is he gonna be in 2 places at once?
Marjorie, could you please send in Luke Fondelberg?
Oh, just got my period. Damn uterus, refreshing itself every month like it owns the joint.
Guess that's one way to do it. No one's gonna question that.
Did you sexually harass Miss Vanderbubin?
Bet your ass I did. I harassed the crap out of her.
Damn it! Now we have to pay her a settlement. You're fired!
Both of those things work for me. See you in hell.
I don't know how, but he's actually done it. But will Roger get the full $1 million he was looking for?
Actually, our lawyers have determined that juries pay a larger settlement to women who are more attractive. So, with that in mind, this is our offer.
If it's based on how attractive Laura is, I'm guessing 34 cents is written on that check, right?
Wow, $90,000.
I know, respectable, right?
90 grand? That's still a decent bit of cash. I don't know what's worse, a persona created to lure people into assaulting her, or frackin' Fondelberg, the guy whose whole thing is assaulting people. You know what? You decide. I don't get paid enough for that. Regardless of who he's dressing up as, Roger usually looks the part. He's always got good quality clothes on, his hair usually looks on point, you get the point. Well, in old Stan in the Mountain, Roger's a little frustrated because he can't find a good red wig that'll complete his look.
I'm getting it, and I'm dealing with some serious wig problems. Why can't they make a good red wig? I look like Garfield had a miscarriage on my head.
Yeah, in fairness, it's not the greatest red wig I've ever seen. Not sure I'd quite go that far, though. The fit he's going for isn't anyone in particular. He just wants to look good for his and Francine's big dance competition. And as the pair set off for their trip to the competition, Roger has somewhere he wants to stop off at first.
Why are we stopping here?
Francine, I haven't been entirely truthful with you. There is no dance competition.
What? You mean they canceled it?
So they've been rehearsing for 6 whole months and it was all a lie. He better have a good explanation for it.
Mine's been sick, and I needed a way to make sure you'd come with me to Louisville when she finally passed away. You know, for emotional support. This seemed easier than just asking you.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either, Francine. The plot thickens as well because this isn't just some friend of Roger's.
Francine, I haven't been entirely truthful with you. The woman who died wasn't exactly a friend. She was my ex-wife.
What?
Unfortunately, I left her when she was terminally ill.
I hate you.
Settle down, Vincent.
Whoa, that's a twist and a half. To make matters worse, the reason Roger's come back is because he knows that she doesn't want to be buried where she's headed. So he asks Francine to wait until they put her in the ground and then wonders if she'll help him dig his dead ex-wife's body up and give her a real burial. Yeah, this doesn't sound very promising, Roger. I can't lie.
I believe I'm saying this, but I admire what you're doing here. In fact, this might be the most noble thing you've ever done.
Francine, I haven't been entirely truthful with you.
Oh, come on!
What now? Is she not going to be his ex-wife and like his sister? Or does he actually not know her? What sort of sick twist has he got up his alien sleeve this time?
I don't really know where she wanted to be buried. Hell, I don't even remember her name. But one thing I do remember is her hair. I told you that no one makes a decent red wig these days, so I had to go find my own. Took her years to finally croak, but it was worth the wait.
Okay, somehow that's far worse than anything I'd imagined.
You're pretty happy, aren't you?
I am content, yes.
It might not even be a full outfit or an outfit we can recognize, but he dug up and desecrated the body of a dead woman just so he could shave her hair for a stupid wig. That's gotta be up there on the offensive scale, surely. We saw a little while ago that the Rastafarian episode that Roger doesn't always plan to end up wearing the outfits he does. And that's the case for his General Wanito Pequeno outfit too. Basically, Stan is trying to close a peace treaty with the fearsome dictator, and if he does, he'll bag himself a new helicopter.
Not only is there a promotion in it for you, but there's also this. That's right, Smith. You'll enter the exclusive fraternity of CIA agents with their own helicopters.
So Stan gets to work trying to butter the general up by taking him to some random mall in Langley, and it works. He agrees to the treaty, but not before he gets his hands on a tasty corn dog.
Come on, further!
Yep, Stan's killed a fear dictator on overseas territory, so in other words, he's screwed. But he knows a familiar little alien who has the same sort of build as the general, a little alien who loves dressing up.
Here, put this on. Yeah, it brings the whole thing together. Sir, we're a go next week for the treaty signing on Isla Island.
The problem is, Stan doesn't tell Roger what the plan is and instead lies to him about going on vacation. To the island where Stan's going to try and pretend Roger is the general and get him to sign the treaty before his people realize the general has been murdered.
Oh, look at the friendly locals! Hola! Dan, put my brooches in the room safe.
While not knowing what's really happening, though, Roger seemingly takes to the dictator lifestyle.
Chicken should have his hands cut off, then have his feet cut off, then shot, then killed.
Despite, hearing the knives and the gunshots in the back, Roger doesn't let up.
I mean, look at these dirty floors. Whoever mops them should be beaten with a hose, then tied up with said hose and thrown off the roof.
Sir, it's Stan. I'm moving the treaty signing to tomorrow.
Roger's not completely stupid, and he soon realizes things aren't quite normal for a regular vacation, so Stan has to come clean. Roger is posing as the dictator, and they've got to fake his assassination after they sign the treaty. But, Roger isn't exactly thrilled with Stan's lies, so he decides to dictate the plan himself.
I'm okay!
Stan can wave goodbye to that helicopter now because Roger's the new dictator of Isla Island, and he really isn't messing around.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm staying here and running this dump, that's what. Guards! See that Senor Smith leaves my country immediately.
To celebrate literally owning his own country, Roger has a few changes he wants to make to the island.
People of Isla, first order of business is changing the name of this country. It's now called Bananarama, and the national anthem is Venus. Pedro, hit it!
I mean, it totally could just be that Roger likes that sort of music, but I think that's also meant to be a reference to, like, a banana republic. A banana republic is a poor, politically unstable country that's usually run by a corrupt government. You see where I'm going with that. Anyway, Stan is sent back to Langley, where he just continues with the same old, until Bullock calls him in with some news about Roger.
A revolution brewing, and General Pequeno will be dead by this time tomorrow.
Dead? Sir, we can't let them kill him.
Why? We've mined all of Isla's natural resources. Who cares what happens to them now?
Despite falling out with his friends, Stan knows that he can't just let Roger die, so he heads back to the island, Bananarama, to try and talk some sense into him.
Roger, your people are about to revolt against you. If you stay here, you'll die.
Why should I believe you? All you do is lie to me to get stuff for yourself. That's not a friend.
I know, and I'm sorry.
The sorry doesn't really do much, though, and Stan's left with no options. And the dead body of the real general. So he realizes that he can use the helicopter he flew into the island with to make it look like the real general is escaping, and the unruly rebels can target that body instead of Roger.
Over here! General Pequeno's getting away!
The general! Get him! The general's dead!
Roger and Stan patch things up, and the island is free from a cruel dictator. Well, that is until they replaced Roger. Better the devil you know, I guess. This episode is pretty offensive at every turn, from Roger asking Stan to hide his jewelry because of the locals, to the merciless deaths of innocent workers, to Roger pretending to be a brutal South American dictator, pretending a little too well, if you ask me. This isn't the only time the Smiths have headed to another country to cause trouble, though, because there was a time when they all flew to Saudi Arabia after Stan got transferred to work there. Almost immediately, Roger starts clawing at the walls. He can't drink because there's no alcohol, he can't really dress up, so he goes wandering for something to do, and he ends up being sold to a wealthy man as a foreign princess.
Your beverage, princess.
Thank you, Zacharias. Oh, Zacharias. this is a Tom Collins. Whatever you did this time, write it down because you nailed it. You freaking nailed it.
He doesn't waste time getting into character, does he? Well, let's see how he handles it when his owner wants to see what he paid for.
What you doing?
Preparing to consort with my newest and loveliest concubine.
Newest? Meaning he has more than one? Geez, how's Roger gonna get out of this one?
Whoa, nuh-uh. I don't know what you've heard about American girls, but we don't go hopping into bed with some guy we only just met.
Actually, he gets out of it by talking about American pop culture.
Intrigues me. Tell me of this glorious epic.
Glorious epic. Wow, you just made Aaron Spelling's year. Okay, I'll tell you the tale.
Roger's tales managed to stall the rich man, and that's kinda all we see of them. But maybe the pair did more than tell stories going by the final number of the episode.
Okay, beast with two backs. Now.
Oh, that's what all the fuss is about? Oh, yeah, okay, no problem.
Obviously, Roger's outfit here might seem pretty tame, but it's a classic Orientalist depiction of Middle Eastern beauty. The issue goes way beyond just the outfit, though. The whole episode rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. The Saudi government banned both parts of this episode, stating it was an anti-Arabian, Islamophobic piece of thing. 45 minutes of TV managed to annoy an entire country's government. I'd say this one's pretty offensive. Now, I showed you guys a little bit ago that Roger has seemingly no problem piggybacking on people's cultures for his own personas, but he's stepped way over the line on a few occasions, especially when it comes to his Asian-themed outfits. Some start pretty harmless, like Ronald Chang.
Super positive Asian. Let's go! This is the most important thing ever!
See, at least Roger means well, and Roland does what he says on the tin. He's positive, no matter what.
Now let's kill this baby together!
You could chalk Pay Mai from earlier and rolling down as Roger just having some ill-advised fashion choices, or hey, maybe they're still in the 70s on his home planet or something. But there's no excuse for this next outfit and accent.
Wong's Imperial Walk, you order Empress plate? What, too broad or not broad enough?
No, Roger, it's totally fine to do mocking accents of different races openly while wearing ultra-stereotypical clothes.
Because I've got some incredibly racist buck teeth in my pocket. You won't like yourself, but you'll laugh.
Well, at least he's self-aware. I guess that makes it worse, though.
You owe me $32.50.
This is a spilled can of motor oil.
No substitution!
Well, we've seen him be a delivery guy for a Chinese restaurant. It's only fair I show you him being a manager of a Chinese restaurant. I really don't know how they got this bit approved.
Where you been? You so late. You take bicycle, make delivery.
What are you talking about?
Bicycle.
What happened to the gym?
Oh, Chinese restaurant, much more profitable.
I thought him openly admitting to him being racist was bad, but geez, the whole design of him here is crazy. In the accent, no one says bicycle like that.
But I paid for a month membership. I want my money back.
Oh, so sorry. You don't read fine print on contract. In event gym turned to Chinese restaurant, you bicycle delivery boy.
He's also playing up to the whole tightwad Asian stereotype here, so it's a triple whammy of offense. It's crazy that this episode came out in 2013. If it wasn't with all the new age animation, you'd think it was written in the early 60s or something. But still, despite how offensive it is, it didn't cause nearly a quarter of the backlash as our next entry did. It's time for probably one of, if not the most infamous outfits that Roger has ever worn, and it comes from the episode Jenny from the Block. You're gonna want to buckle up for this one. Basically, Steve starts getting a little annoyed that Snot is constantly trying to hit on Haley.
I am here for the fair Haley.
Oh, God.
Haley, I love you.
Oh, God.
Obviously, Haley isn't into him. He's far too young. She's married, and he reminds her of her little brother. Oh, also, he's literally called Snot. The poor guy doesn't take rejection well.
Snot, it's okay. You tried, huh, big guy?
No, it's not okay. It's never gonna be okay.
Steve's not really that annoyed anymore. He's just kind of bummed out that one of his best buddies is so upset. So who does he turn to for help? Roger.
Snot just got his heart broken, and I have to cheer him up. Hey, actually, maybe you could help. You know, put together a teenage girl disguise. Laugh at his jokes, smile, twirl your hair a little, build his confidence.
So Steve wants Roger to dress up as a girl to get Snot smiling again. I know Steve is trying to be a good friend and all that, but like, it'd be bad enough if Steve went to a real girl and asked them to do that. Never mind an alien, and it's just as bad as you'd imagine.
Your hair, it's curly.
You should see it when I wash it on Tuesdays.
You're funny.
Come on, boys, let's give these two a little space.
Space? I thought you just wanted to cheer him up by giving Snot some girl attention, not, you know, lead him on. But you gotta remember, this is Roger we're talking about, so that space quickly turns into this.
And then we went to the beach and stayed up all night talking about our hopes and dreams. Then I finally did it, man! I'm not a virgin anymore!
And Steve has the exact reaction I had. I know you meant well, Steve, but what did you expect? To give Roger an inch, he takes a mile. Probably a poor choice of words given the circumstances, but you get what I'm saying. This Jenny from the block persona he's got going on is beyond creepy. Let me just remind you guys that Snot is 14, Roger is 1,600, so that's only a 1,586 year age gap. Of course, Steve tries to stop Roger before he can do any more damage to Snot, but Jenny isn't done yet.
Oh, hello, Haley. I'm here visiting my girlfriend.
I don't think I'll ever look at roll-ups the same way again. This is the final straw for Steve, though, especially as Snot's getting more action than he is, and Roger knows he's a little jealous.
Roger, you have to stop this.
I see. I know what's really going on here. You can't stand the fact that Snot's cool now and you're no longer king of the nerds.
Well, that's ridiculous.
That doesn't stop Steve from pulling the plug on their relationship, especially after he finds a stress ball Roger's been using to fake he's been having with Snot, so he takes it to his friend to out Jenny.
This is what Jenny was using to fake with you.
What?
She didn't do it with you for real. You're still a virgin.
Honey, how could you?
I'm sorry.
Snot breaks up with her on the spot, and it's game over for Jenny from the block, although Roger seems to be taking the breakup to heart considering it's literally all an act.
Jenny's not even real.
But our love was Snot loved Jenny, and Jenny loved Snot.
But seeing both his friends clearly upset by what's happened, Steve decides to have the pair meet to straighten things out, and at least end things mutually. And when I say mutually, I mean... Nothing quite like faking a death to get you out of Dodge, but hey, at least this way, both of them get to move on. Now, I know I don't need to spell it out, but when this episode first aired, Jenny from the block was an insta-offender. The Parents' TV Council said that E.T. taught us humanity, while Jenny from the block taught us nothing but promiscuity and profanity. But in fairness, it's not like they're American Dad's target audience. In double fairness, this was essentially an episode where an ancient being targets and manipulates a young teen and assaults him multiple times. Yeah, Roger's most offensive outfit is easily Jenny from the block. Roger is a pretty evil guy, but there are a few characters out there that have done far more than the fashion crimes we've seen with Roger today. Like the guy popping up on screen right about now. So give it a click to keep your villain marathon a-going. Thanks for watching.